What's going on, you guys? This is the Collecting Brothers here. Today we're looking at something really amazing. This is the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Primal series. This was first launched on Kickstarter back in April of 2021. And I did back that Kickstarter and I was super excited about these action figures. So to finally get these figures, just under 2 years, it probably took like a year and 10 months, I believe. And to finally have these figures in hand, I'm super excited to crack these open. So these figures now you can still buy them, such as like on, uh, you know, toy stores like Big Bad, and they also sell them on SperoToys.com. You can get them from them directly. But for the Kickstarter, they were solicited at like $33, and then if you bought like 3 or more, they were $30 each. So that was kind of the benefit of like backing the Kickstarter, and getting this. You get like kind of a discount. But also one thing that Jason, the creator of Spero Toys and of this Animal Warriors, or otherwise known as AWOC line, did is he didn't charge us right up front. A new toy line just came out called Savage Crucible, which I did back. I backed the full wave 1, full wave 2, and like one figure from full wave 1, full wave 3, and one figure from wave 2. They charged me right after the Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter just ended this weekend, and I got charged like the $400, whatever it was. But something that Jason and AWOC did is they didn't charge us probably maybe till I would say maybe like 9 or 10 months ago. So there was like a good year and some extra that we weren't charged, which I thought was really cool that he had maybe the capital available, and our wallets were not like decimated when we ordered them, and we could order them and kind of save up still even after the Kickstarter ended. So yeah, let's just get right into it. This is the first figure I'm gonna open, Pale in Adventure Armor. And this is like his main protagonist in his story. So we'll take a look at the packaging. I do like this packaging, nice window and just nice and square box for storage. If you're like in box collecting, you want to keep them. We got some nice artwork here. They do have a comic book, so this is kind of how the comic book art looks. And on the back, we kind of have a bio. The young Chinari warrior presents the best hope to bring the vile Emperor Kali reign to an end. And there we have the 6 figures from Wave 1, which I will be reviewing each one. So stay tuned for more reviews. And thank you for your purchase. No worries, Jason. You're the man. Okay. Let's see what drops in there. So, Pale. The reason why he's called Pale, he's a monkey, and kind of to make the protagonist a little bit more special, he's like an albino, I guess, kind of chimp. Oh, there's a little thing there. Let's cut that off. All right, guys, I've been waiting 2 years to hold this in my hand. Let's see what's going on here. Overall, I like the feel of the plastic. I think it's very solid, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna break on me, And it's got the articulation that you would want in this type of figure, double knees. Can go that far. Just limited by the armor, a little bit. Double elbows. Can go about that far. A little bit past 90. Look at that ab crunch. Insane ab crunch. This is the limit backwards. And of course, my favorite joint, the butterfly joint. And so the shoulders can move back. You can get them into really cool poses. Now this armor pieces are all removable. So, because he does have like army builders that you can get for like, they were solicited for like $20 on the Kickstarter. I'm not sure how they will be now because those will be in the second wave. So we'll see when we get those. But you can remove these shoulder pieces. This belt can be removed. And even this kind of loincloth piece can be removed. This is like a very soft rubbery plastic, so it gets in the way out of articulation. So very good forethought there. On the ankles, we have hinge and swivel and ankle rocker. Exactly what we need. Like there's no articulation that would like, oh my gosh, he missed that, or oh my gosh, I wish there was this articulation. I think, especially for how, agile and acrobatic monkeys are, or primates, there's all the articulation you need. It's perfect to me. Let's get a closer look at this head sculpt. So he's got kind of mohawk thing going on and some really nice long sideburns. And man, I'm in love with this line. I mean, I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan. And so this kind of scratches that itch for me. And I think for a lot of people, a lot of collectors, of just wanting humanoid animal characters. That's I'm all about that. That's why I kind of backed the Savage Crucible, the latest Kickstarter that ended. And I also just love backing Kickstarters, like independent toy companies. I'll always be down to get at least like 1 or 2 figures, and if I really like it, then I'll get like full waves. Like for AWOC here, I think I got almost every single figure. Maybe I didn't get one, I think. And for Savage Crucible, same thing. I got all the lizards, all the fish, but I didn't get like the humanoid characters because, it's just I'm not interested in humans. I'm just interested in these like animal human type characters. So for accessories, this is really neat. I love this. It comes with a little resealable orange Ziploc bag. So just like really nice forethought for storage. You don't have to use your own bags. All right, so for accessories, he's gonna come with 2 fists, and next he's gonna come with a set of open hands, kind of gripping hands. Well, these are more open hands. He actually has the weapon gripping hands right now. So 3 sets of hands. He then comes with this long sword, this other type of sword, kind of little short blade, an axe, and then 2 curved daggers. So I think a good amount of accessories. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different weapons, and then 2 extra sets of hands for a total of 3 sets of hands. And like I said, for the Kickstarter price, this was like $30 figure. But I understand now they are for $38. So thinking that is like you can get them now for $38. Yes, it's a little more than like, your typical DC Multiverse, Marvel Legend. But you have to understand these are from an independent company, Spero Toys, and it just costs a lot, to upstart a toy line. You just to upstart anything really. So I do think it is a fair price, because comparing it, to Mythic, which is probably the biggest independent toy company out there, the Four Horsemen Studios, their figures run for $37. So it's very comparable, right? It's in the same realm. And if you even think about like Savage Crucible that just went live for the Kickstarter, their price is, they said that's like a discount, and they were soliciting their figures for $38. So actually, for me, AWOC is a better value, because when Savage Crucible comes out, eventually, they're going to be way more than $38. I don't know how much they'll be, but AWOC is definitely, I think, a good value for what it is. Let's see, what else is there? Neck joint is limited because of the hair. That's one thing to note with this character, Pale. He cannot really move his head backwards or much forwards because of these 3 hair pieces, blocking everything. Legs can kick. He can do the splits. Arms can splay out. I mean, I just can't believe I'm actually holding these figures in my hand. They feel solid. They feel good. Let's see here. Yeah, it's not wobbly at all. This is an amazing job. Okay, now we're gonna get on to comparisons. All right, since this is a new line, I definitely wanted to compare it to several different lines, just so you guys can get a sense of how big they are. Because they are, I would say, a tiny bit taller than your basic, Hasbro figure. So on the left here we have SH figure as Captain America, and then on the right we have Marvel Legends Mr. Negative, and you can see Pale is about maybe like a half head taller than them. Next up here, we have the Mythic Legions Valak from the Alithia wave. And Mythic and AWOC basically run the exact same scale. I would say this is like a 6.5 inch kind of scaling. It's not really 6 inches, it's not 7 inch. It's like a 6.5 inch scaling. They're definitely very in line with each other. Next up here, we'll get him with some Monkey Boys. Here we have NECA's Caesar and the SH Figure Arts King Kong. So my overall first impressions of the line are, I'm just as I thought I was going to be. I'm all in. I'm definitely going to get all the upcoming waves. Jason did mention, so wave one and two were on Kickstarter. And so we got wave one. Wave two will ship out here soon. But then he said that from there on out, he's going to get like 4-figure waves coming, and they won't be so large as the Kickstarter was, just because now that he got his feet wet, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. They're going to probably come more consistent in their scheduling. And I'm just excited for Spero Toys and Jason to see where they take this toy line. Because overall, for their first wave, for their first release, this toy is phenomenal. That's going to do it here, guys. Make sure to watch our other reviews, as I do have the other 5 remaining figures from the first wave. So make sure to subscribe and catch those reviews. This has been the Collecting Brothers. Peace out, guys.